Hi guys, welcome back to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. If you're new, my name is Ashley and I'm so excited to have you. Today I'm going to be filming a cooking video for you guys, but I want to start off by saying if you're offended easily, click off now. If you're looking for a healthy recipe, click off now. This is for those moms that just need something to go on the dinner table quickly and you don't enjoy cooking, and so you want a few little tips or tricks or shortcut. This video is for you, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I'm gonna start off by showing you the main things you're gonna need. Now this is the bacon I use. If you wanna actually cook your own bacon, go for it, but I'm just trying to do a quick dinner. You're gonna need potato flakes, like if you're making mashed potatoes, and then normal potatoes, and then cheese, salt, and pepper, and then we like chives, and I also do an onion that I didn't stick out in there. So those are the things you're gonna need, and I start off by peeling the potatoes, and I just have this potato peeler if you wanna use a knife, whatever works best for you, but this is how I've always done it, and so this is the very first step. Okay, and then your next step is, once you're done peeling all the potatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting them into chunks. And this is your preference. If you like small ones, if you like big ones, I try to do a little bit of a variety, so when it cooks there's kind of different texture in there, but just get them all cooked and put into a pot. Every time I film a cooking video, I get lots of questions about my pots and pans, and these are Rachel Ray, and I do love them. We've had them a while and they work great. So I will have them linked down on my Amazon store if you want to look into them. Okay, now that I have them all cut up, I'm gonna head over to my sink and I'm gonna take my pot and I'm gonna rinse the potatoes really well. This is the part where I'm actually cleaning them. So I'm gonna fill it up with a little bit of water, and then I just put the lid on and drain it, and you can see how dirty that water is. And then I go ahead and do it one more time just to make sure they're really clean before I start cooking them. So I'm gonna rinse them again and then let it drain out. And after that, I'm gonna go ahead and fill them up with water, and I like it to just be barely above them, so I don't like it super full, so I fill it just enough where they're all wet, and then I'll take it over to my stove. Now that I have it on my stove, I'm going to turn it on high because I want this to boil, and so I'm going to go ahead and add salt in there. And then the other thing that I left out at the very beginning is you're going to need butter. I like to put that in there while it's boiling just to kind of help with flavor. So I do about 2 scoops of that. Last time I pulled out my little butter knife, you guys went crazy. I've had that for years. My mom always had one, and then my mom got me one when I got married, and it's from Pampered Chef, but I can't find it anywhere to link for you guys. If you guys know somebody that sells it, definitely ask them if they can get it. But you guys went crazy that I could keep it in my butter tub. Now why I have the potatoes over there boiling or starting to boil, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some of the onion because we like to top it with that. Okay, now I'm gonna start working on the bacon, and as you can kind of see while my potatoes are boiling, I'm working on all the toppings. Now this is the point, if you want to do like real bacon, go for it. I'm just trying to make it super easy, and I feel like this tastes just as well on it because I'm gonna make it into small little chunks. Now I have tried like the bacon bits, you can like dump out the seasoning, and I just did not feel like it tasted as well, and I didn't like the texture. But if you want to go super easy, you can also pick those up at the store. But these, all I do is put onto a plate and stick them in the microwave for just a few seconds, and then they're ready to go. These do come out pretty greasy, that's just the way they kind of cook in there, so I always take just a napkin and blot them off. Now the longer you let these sit, they get crispy, so if you want to let them like cool off for a little bit and then just chop them up with a knife, you could. But you know me, I like to just cook quick and get things done as fast as possible, so I always just grab them and kind of shred them into the size that we want them for the top of our soup. After I get all the toppings prepared, I like to go back over and kind of check on the soup and see how it's going and give it a stir. You can pull out one of the potatoes and let it cool and then eat it and see if it's getting tender enough for you, and it's kind of to taste. I don't like them to get too soft because then it like turns into mashed potatoes. And then I'm gonna head over and go ahead and grab me some Olive Garden peach tea to drink. If you've been around for a while, you know I love this stuff. You have to go into Olive Garden to actually get the right mix. I know some of you have bought some off my link and it's just like a peach tea, but Olive Garden actually has the peach raspberry tea, and that's what makes it so good. So definitely head into Olive Garden and try that out if you're wanting to know what I drink every time. Okay, now I'm starting the little secret trick that I do. So I pull out some of the broth, as much as you can get. This time I didn't have a ton, sometimes I have a lot, and this is where I pour in those mashed potato flakes and I mix it up and pour it back in, and basically all that's doing is making it really thick so that the soup's not runny. It's like a thick, creamy potato soup. I come from a long line of women that don't enjoy cooking, so we have little tips and tricks like this. My grandma taught it to me. You can also add this to like green beans if you want them to thicken up and not look so runny. And see, it turns out beautiful. Nobody knows you have fake potatoes in there, but it does make it just like nice and creamy. Now I'm going to go ahead and scoop out Chase's bowl and my bowl. You can see Savannah's is sitting over there. I left it. She's outside playing with her friends across the street, so I'm not going to make her come in and eat yet. But I just put them into like a pretty bowl. And I've also done this for like life groups and just leave all the sides out, and then everybody can dress their own soup so they can do it any way they want. Some people love a lot of bacon, somebody wants more cheese. You know, other people don't like onions or chives, and so it's just a fun way. You can just start with the simple base and then let them decorate the top of their soup however they choose. I also think this is really fun for kids so that you get them involved, and I've noticed the more I let Savannah help out and make her food, the more she's willing to eat it, because then she gets to put on what she wants and how she likes it, and it's just good for them to make choices and to learn how to cook in the kitchen, because I never learned. Now I'm putting on the chives, and then we are good to go. Okay, and here is a final look at how it turned out, and I either serve it with crackers or just bread. Okay guys, so that's how it turns out, and it always looks so good and it's all the toppings that make such a simple dinner taste really, really good. I'll insert a picture right here. This is something that has tons of leftovers. I always like to cook a lot of it, and then I pre-make all the leftovers like this, so all I have to do is pull it out of the refrigerator and heat it up. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this cook with me. I know it's simple, but that's how I love to cook. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.